Welcome to Jacksonville, annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. The Gators and the Dogs. You put them together on a football field, sparks fly and memories are made. This is the kind of game that can help define an entire season. And a game like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, there's history and tradition, but right here, right now, there is tremendous intensity and bitterness on this field. You can feel it. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Dogs will kick this deep to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Handoff in a single back formation. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there. Give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
So on the opening drive, they're backed up here now, 3rd and 9. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Welcome to Jacksonville, annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. The Gators and the Dogs. You put them together on a football field, sparks fly and memories are made. This is the kind of game that can help define an entire season. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Gators will kick this away to start us off. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it for a big gain.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Keeping it on the ground here. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Good enough for first down yardage.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs. Here's the point after attempt. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Rush set it down for the offense. First down. Handoff running right. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
2nd down play coming up. Ball handed off. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on an offensive line and their running back.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kirk, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And, Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense to give them a chance to build their confidence up.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. You'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on third and short. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Shotgun formation here on third down. Fires it to the wideout. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way. Can they stop him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's escaping the pocket now, using his legs here. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Dogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
They'll run it to the left. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously, reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
QB decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, there's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time the defense is in position and they tackle him for a loss.
And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. And he'll set up to throw. He's going to take another shot right here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Bringing pressure. He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. And the Bulldogs bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Running it back, it's Delgado. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. And the returner is brought down to wrap up the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 7, Florida 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Motion now from the tight end. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Gators hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. And the back now goes in motion. That's a design quarterback keeper. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
No gain on the play. It's now second and goal.
See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. They'll try the option play here. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And it's up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They came up empty in the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you can really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for the wideout. And it's intercepted. He's stepped in front of that bullet.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Looking to pass here on second down, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, that's just textbook right there. Great timing and recognition by the quarterback. Great route by this receiver. He gave a nice stem to the outside before he went to the post. Perfect timing, tough to defend, and an easy touchdown for this offense.
Now they get set to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quarterback still with the football. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. So, second down after the incompletion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage, so don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go. The Bulldogs will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Bit too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on fourth down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver makes the catch. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
No press here. The defense backing away. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws it away. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Here's the second down play. Looking to throw it again. Looking for his back. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Georgia. They're setting out to try the PAT. And there's the point after. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Delgado. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. The defense with more pre-snap movement. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
I like the call here. Third down and long, you know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on third down and long.
Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Good throw, catch made.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down after that previous play. Handoff from the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Pressure is coming. And 4th down, a short toss to the running back. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The talk strategy here.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
Extending the play now. Breaks loose at the 40. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So it's 3rd down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. He missed it. He missed it. And the game remains tied.
Oh, my gosh, he had it right on target. Unfortunately, he didn't quite have the distance. That hit right in the middle of that crossbar, and they miss out on 3 points.
And now the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Patterns now has our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Delgado. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. The Gators offense retakes the field. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He saw him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
When the defense sits back in his zone coverage, good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the marker.
Really good job here by this defense of taking away any threat downfield. Once he came to the outside, nowhere to go with the ball, so he has to tuck it and try to pick up a couple yards.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around.
And he lofts one deep over the middle. And he's got it! A diving catch way downfield.
So impressed here, Chris, with this effort by the receiver. This ball's thrown way downfield, and actually it's thrown beyond him. I thought it was too far. This guy somehow lays out and comes down with a huge completion.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pocket, nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's looking deep here. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their 3rd interception now in the game.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, what I love here is just vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Ball is free in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A short completion of the tight end. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. That completion makes it 2nd and medium.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. He's running out of time here. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. Well, you expect big hits in an emotional game, Kirk, and the quarterback that time paid a price.
Well, the quarterback's got to know in a rivalry game, he better have his head on a swivel. That time they hit him hard.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Touchdown, Gators. That puts them on top in the 2nd half.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Georgia, 14.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver makes the grab. Moves his way for a 1st down to the 35. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Oh, it's a reverse. stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
He's moving out of the pocket now. He's going to take off. And he went out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, gave him a chance.
They've converted 2 of 3 so far in fourth down, and they'll stay aggressive here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, can they catch him? Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Florida. And now they'll set up for the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he's tackled after the catch.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
The completion makes it 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He'll take a deep shot here. And the downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Now, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage. But they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
Trying to extend the play. And it's complete downfield. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida 28, Georgia 14.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Toss play to the outside. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. And momentum really building now. Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. I mean, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember last time, North Point on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. They're going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Important second down play coming up. Secondary backed up off the ball now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Checks this down to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch. And
towards the receiver.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incomplete. Second down coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes a quick grab. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Offense right to the line, playing the tempo now. Looking to throw again. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And this one is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open. Would have been a huge game.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Looking to scramble now. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain deep into plus territory. They'll spot it near the 30. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
And now the defense able to bring him down. So now it's third and short from the plus 24. Could be four down territory. Interested to see what the call is here. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
This could be a turning point in this football game. Defense does a good job. It's third down. They got to get after this quarterback. Instead, he pulls it down and picks up big yards for a first down. Kind of feel the momentum flipping here.
Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Caught over the middle. It's Padrino. He'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Bringing it out, it's Delgado. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Florida offense retakes the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Crossing the 35. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Oh, and he makes the catch out of the 10. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Now, let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Your game on the play. Brings up second and goal.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Touchdown, Florida. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Now the all-important extra point. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. The kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he dumps it off to the tight end. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two.
The ball is picked off. Oh, and he fumbles. They tackle him after a short return.